Well, hello again. I have a question for you that hasn't been answered yet. Do you recognize this man? This man is the most recognizable figure on earth. And in case you haven't figured out a methodology in which to recognize this particular individual, notice the ears. Notice how the ears protrude upwards and outwards on a 45-degree angle. The ears have it, my friends. The ears precede this person's actual physical being by 2.5 days. The ears get to the job before the man gets to the job. 2.5 days before he even arrives, his ears are there. And he needs his ears so he can hear himself lie to the American public. In case you haven't figured out who this fellow is, you should recognize him because all the children in the schools across the world are singing songs of praise to this man. Not only are the schools singing praise, but they have children in marching bands imitating a fellow that was born in the early 1900s and represented Europe in the same fashion, that children wrote songs and became almost mesmerized by the man's power. But let me give you a hint as to who the man actually is so that you won't have to go through life not knowing. The man in the first picture is this fellow's brother, twin brother actually. And you can tell they're twins because the ears go off on 45-degree angles. Now this particular circle that you see here represents O, and that's for the fellow's brother, of course, his twin brother. The conjoining, and it means in Strong's dictionary, the conjoining of two forces, or two thought, or two mindsets, aka power and the taking over of the world by the elite, known as the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, and the Illuminati. But look at this symbol. This doesn't look anything like an eagle. In fact, it looks like that German fellow's insignia that he had on that backwards cross thing back in 1934. I forget his name. What was his name? The word Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, he doesn't use Hussein anymore because that name means the King of Kings, and he doesn't want to blatantly shove it in your face that he thinks he's the king. And in fact, for all intent and purposes, according to the way the United States looks at the president, he's the king. So I guess it's good to be the king because this guy can lie, not him, his brother. This guy can lie. He can lie 2,000 or 3,000 times a day and it doesn't bother him at all. And that's one of the things that you come to understand is good when you're the king. It's good to be the king. It's good to have serfs. We're the serfs. Of course, that makes him, if he's the king and I'm nothing, that makes his brother the king of nothing. But moving past that, let me give you 20 reasons why his brother, this fellow's brother with the ears, and let's go back to his brother. Let's go back to the 44th POTUS. And we'll get a good picture of the 44th POTUS zoomed in on there. Here's the 44th POTUS in all his glory. Look, see how happy he is? Sitting in there inside the... What is that? That looks like the Star of David. But it can't be. But anyway, 20 lies, 20 reasons that this deity or entity that which we call POTUS is somehow related to a negative connotation that begins with the letter S. But more to the point, Barack Hussein Obama means a great flash of lightning from on high. The word Barack in Strong's dictionary means flash of lightning. It is directly associated with the number 1300 in Strong's dictionary, and it represents lightning from on high as ascribed to in the book of Isaiah chapter 14. And with all due respect, the entire chapter of Isaiah is directly related to the 44th POTUS. However, chapter 14, verse 14, is a direct relationship between the word Barak, in that he is like a flash of lightning coming down from on high. And if you have any understanding of thermonuclear dynamics, you know that you get the biggest bang for the buck when you explode those big boys over the land rather than when they set down on the land and explode them. I don't know what the percentage is, but they work a lot better from up on high. The word Hussein means King of Kings. Therefore, you have the King of Kings, or the great flash in the sky. The word O, as I said, means the word adjoining. And the three words together mean the conjoining of a great flash over from on high, which would be the king of flashes. And there you have what his name represents. The last word is, of course, Bama. And that word is it was here. Okay, that didn't work out so well.